Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead.
Hi Jack.
Today starts soup and stew and whatever week. So we're going to do soup, stew, and a few other things. So the one we're making today is called the Best Brunswick Stew. So we've got 2 pounds of our already cooked hamburger in the pans here. And we're going to use a half of an onion. And even though our hamburger is already fried up, we still need to brown those onions up. So while those are browning up, I want to show you a couple things. So today, I'm not going to use her real name because I didn't ask her if that was okay. So Gremlin Gal got me my new salt and pepper shakers. I found out what was wrong with the other one. The battery won't stay in it anymore. It like pops out all the time, and that's not why it's working. So yeah, it'll work, but I got to play with it constantly. So, and you guys remember Julian and Nina? They sent me a gift. It's an old-fashioned spout dispenser. So it makes it so that you can put a little hole in the side of a can, and it makes it a spout. It's really cool. But what's even more cool is Nina sent me some artwork. Here's one of her pictures. And here's her other one. Aren't they beautiful? So, while these are browning, I thought I'd show you what I got for gifts today. And I do appreciate all of you. I really, truly, truly do. And then while we're cooking, I'm going to tell you a story. I told Little House Happy Home that I would tell the story today. So I will when I get back. We don't have to drain the fat because obviously the fat's already been taken out since we did it. We've already fried it. So now you're going to use, it says an 18 or 20 ounce bottle of canned crushed tomatoes, but we're going to use a 32 ounce of my diced tomatoes. I'm not much of a fan of crushed tomatoes. Just not. I'll take it, Jack. I just gotta dump mine in. Alright, now we need a 15 ounce can of pinto beans and a 15 ounce can of northern beans. So I'm using 32 ounce jar, and I'll use half, and then Jack can use half. I need that. You're just gonna be able to dump it in.
I'm going to need that to get the access.
Well, let me get this out.
I know, I'm just letting you know.
And now you're going to get that stirred up. Oh, baby.
There you go.
Great time for a bunch of dishes. My sink is clogged up. So we're going to let that heat up for just a second, and then we'll be right back. Alrighty, so the next thing is we need 2 cans of drained corn. If you don't want to drain your stuff, you don't have to. I always thought that that's something that you have to do, but you don't. And a lot of times back, I got one stray here that keeps bugging me. Back in the day, I always thought that it was really important that you do that. But back in the olden days, not olden, but back, they always used the liquid off of it because it helped with their soups. So now we're going to use 2 potatoes. And we're going to use a full container of barbecue sauce.
Yep, it looks like it's going to rain again.
It's starting to thunder and lightning out.
Yeah, when we were kids, we used to play thunder and lightning.
Used to what?
Play thunder and lightning.
I used to hate it. My grandma got me over the fear of it, and I was glad. Now we also need 5 cups apiece of beef broth.
Don't worry, it's not me.
Sure, Jack. It's you and you know it.
Well, when you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
We see how you are, Jack.
They don't belong in there.
Probably not.
That would have to go to the hospital that way.
I don't think you'd get it down your throat, Jack. Alright, so there's one. Now the reason I'm making this big one like this is because I do listen. I just got it all over me. I do listen to what you guys say. And someone actually asked me about canning soups. So what I'm doing is a lot of the soups that we're going to make this week can be canned. So if I have leftovers, guess what we're going to do?
Can it?
I'm going to can mine for sure.
Yeah, whatever I've left, that's like you do.
Yep. Alrighty. So now obviously you're going to cook this long enough to get those potatoes so that they're softened up. So now for the story. She posted a video about how wonderful it sounds to have rain hitting a tin roof. So my sister and I grew up with these boys. 2 were twins, they were Bob and Bill, and 2 were brothers, Ralph and Raymond. And we hung out all the time. Like we lived at this end of the alley on Avenue E, my grandma did, and they lived at A, and then the other one lived across the street. Well, we decided one night that we were going to run away, and we were all going to meet on my grandma's porch. So Ralph and Raymond came over, and we're waiting and waiting for Bob and Bill, and we could hear them coming down the alley. They just got on the front porch. Here pulls their dad right out in front, grabs the boys by the collar, and throws them in the car. And we're like, how did they know that you got there? They had a tin roof. Their dad heard them. So that's how we got busted that night, was the tin roof. And when she was talking about that, it brought it right back, full memory. So I thought you'd like a cute little story. So we'll come back when this starts getting warmed up and hot, and we'll do a taste test. Alrighty, so we're back. Lean back just a little bit, Jack. Nina, can you see that your artwork is right over there?
You're right there.
On my refrigerator. So, we want to blow you guys, Nina, a kiss. We do love you, honey. Alright, so we're going to take a taste of our soup. And it's hot. It's really, really hot. Mmm. Mmm. That is delicious. Mmm. What do you think, Jack? Oh, you haven't tasted it yet. That is really good.
Yep. Very good.
It's very, very good. So what I'm going to do is every soup except for any of them that have cheese in it. Once we get done with dinner and I pack Tom's lunch, I will fill the quarts up. And if I don't have 7, which I know I won't have 7, I'll put those in the refrigerator and put them in the jar, put the lids on them and everything. And then once I get at least enough for a canner load, I'll bring you guys back and I'll show you canning the soups. You can freeze them, but you can also can them, and then you've got them there for long-term storage for you to have soups anywhere down the road. So Tom's on his way home, and I'll have him test the soup when he gets here.
Bye.
Alrighty, there's Tom's soup. Look at that. It's called Brunswick stew. I chopped up some fruit too.
Let's see that.
What do you think?
Got a third bite to be told. Don't tell you.
And I'm gonna show the what's in the thing there too. What do you think?
This is really good.
You like it?
Yummy, yummy.
Awesome. So now you got a clogged sink to fix for me so I can do dishes. You guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
So thought I'd come back for a quick minute. I had enough left for 2 quarts, and Tom had a couple bowls, plus we packed lunch, and I had some. And there's just a little bit left in that pan that he'll eat up. So now we'll have 2 meals for any other time. I'll can them tomorrow after we get done with that soup. So make sure you use up what you got left over, and you can always can it or freeze it.